Now, here we are on Fredriksten's fortress on top here. You can see the fortress there and check out the view. You got the whole town there behind me. It's a sheer drop. So I guess to take this fortress ain't that easy. Now, as we previously saw, the fort was heavily defended against attacks from the sea. But what about land? Well, I can show you right now. This is the view from one of the guard towers, and you can see pretty much, I don't know. This is just one tower. You have the main fortress, I guess, over there, but then you have additional of these guard towers on other tops as well. So I would say they were heavily defended by land as well. Sweden actually tried 6 times to invade Norway and tried to take this fortress, which they considered as the key to Norway because the roads led through here. The most famous of these 6 times was by Karl XII of Sweden, who tried to take this twice. First one was in 1716, and he came here by land with his regular army, and he sent all of his artillery and some soldiers by boat from Gothenburg, and they were hiding out in the next fjord over at the Swedish side. But news of this came to the Norwegians, and they sent out boats on their own. So they found the Swedes in the middle of the night. Anyway, the Norwegians succeeded, and that actually stopped Karl from taking this fortress back in the 1716. And the man who did that from Norway was a guy called Tordenskjold, Peder Tordenskjold, and in English that is Thunder Shield. You know, why has all these cool people in history so amazing names? Like Thunder Shield, or the other guy which I talked about back in Kungselv, you know, Golden Lion. You know, how cool is that? I want to have that name too. You know, I want to have that really, really cool name. My name is Alsen. That's so mundane. Maybe I should be called Thunder Alsen. Yeah, Thunder Alsen. That's cool. The second time the king tried to take this fortress was 1718, which he came by land again. He tried to take this, but he was shot dead. Karl XII actually took this guard tower here, and I guess he killed the people inside, because right down there is the memory stone of Karl's death. So he had to have taken this tower in order to be there at all. Now, this is the actual place where King Karl XII of Sweden met his demise. Well, the Swedes went home, and yeah, I think that was the last real battle between Norway and Sweden. Because there had been a lot between the 3 countries here, Denmark, Norway and Sweden. And Norway and Denmark collaborated, and Sweden did not. Sweden had back then ambitions of being a superpower, I guess. And at that time they actually was. They were a big ass country because they have occupied pretty much everything around them. Now I'm a happy camper. I've got my Vestfold with raisins. I just love these things. These are, oh, this is the good stuff, you know. I bought 3 of these, and I'm just throwing them in. Now we are on our way now. Me and Marius here are on our way down to Oslo, because we're gonna check out some stores there. And now it is a good day today. Sun is shining, and I got my Vestfold. So we just left Halden. Well, actually we left yesterday, and we are now just south of Honka here in Norway, and we are preparing now to cross over to Tønsberg, which is going to be great because it's a beautiful day out, you know. And that's the thing, out there, out there in the Oslofjord, the waves can be a real problem. Problem if they pick up. And today it's just perfect. Well, knock on wood. Here we are in the middle of the Oslofjord, crossing over to Tønsberg. And I was actually looking forward to this because it has been so much of this maneuver. It has been too much of this really tight navigation, you know, and a lot of boats. There's boats everywhere because everybody has vacation now. So I was really looking forward to actually hoisting the sails and just go for it over the fjord here. It ain't too far over. Yes, you can see there's the land I left and I'm going to. So it is pretty much just straight over. But when I got here, this is how it looked. Not much wind. I tried to sail when I got from there and up here. That was okay. But when you turn around this, you have the wind straight in. I reckon it is fine, you know. It is a gorgeous day out, and you know, this trip has only just started, and there will be plenty of time for sailing and exploring and doing whatever I want. Just look at the water. It is almost blank. Tell me that ain't beautiful. Wow. Well, I got my fishing rod out here and it's wobbling because I think, there you go, I think I've placed this wrong. I probably should place it straight aft, not on the side like this. And since I've placed this alongside of it, I can't just flip it around. So I guess I better fix that sooner or later. About Oslo though, I didn't get to film much in Oslo, but I went and bought this little baby, this little puppy. This is a 6 horsepower outboarder engine because I was sick and tired of rowing everywhere. So I don't have to go into these dreaded harbors all the time, which I do not enjoy at all. They are crowded and they are super expensive. And sometimes you have 2 or 3 boats even on the outside of you. So they are, they are no good. Not for me anyway. Now I'm only hoping to get some fishes. But it doesn't seem like it. It's just wobbling the hell. So, and this here, crossing the Oslofjord, is actually a major part of the next leg, because then I am on what is called Vestfold. I was on the Eastfold or Østfold, and now I'm on Vestfold. So that's a completely different part of the country, only divided by this fjord here, of course. Now we have reached Tønsberg, and Embla is behind me here, beautiful as always. And we're going that way. to try to find some store to get some food. Well, this place here, this club, because it's a boat club, is in Nøtterøy, and yeah, I don't have to pay anything to stay here. That is such a relief. Oh, I'm just in love with these old vessels. Just look at it. According to the sign, this is the oldest vessel remaining that was made to go up north in the Arctic. I think it had a different rig, but that means that the hull is super strong. And I gotta say, you know, she is beautiful, and she's not too big though. Here is a picture of her under sail. I reckon she ain't too big at all. You know, maybe maybe I could start my pirate career if I had something like this. I just had to check this Oslofjord ship out. It is a floating replica, a sailing replica, which you can pay to go out with. Unfortunately, no one's around now, so I guess there's no trips today. It's Sunday after all, and Sunday in Norway means, you know, nobody works. And yeah, it is a beautiful thing, this replica, and it's all made by volunteers with gifts from people and companies, I guess. But there are also other boats here which are kind of interesting as well. I'm thinking about this ship. This is the Christina of Tønsberg. This is also a replica, but it's in much smaller replica than the Oslofjord ship, which is a full-size replica. This boat, according to the tales, should be about 30 meters long and 5 meters wide, and it is not. It was made, according to the tales, for a woman that was being married to the Spanish royal family, married in the Spanish royal family, and the father wanted his daughter, to have a comfortable ride down to Spain. So he built her this boat, and as I said, it was much bigger, and it has 2 houses on the boat. But it's still a cool story. So here we are in the middle of Nøtterøy in the park here. We've just been at the supermarket and bought some food. Me and Shabby here are on our way down to the boat again. So today it's Monday, the 24th of July. So I guess this is it for this episode. So again, thank you for watching, and you can find us at Instagram as well. And don't forget about this. Do not forget about this. That's important, you know. And I guess I'll see you next time. So until then, I bid you farewell, dear sirs and ladies. That didn't sound right. I'll see you next time. So take care and bye-bye. So bye for me, and stay strong like a Viking. You see my eye there? That's the evil one. This is the friendly one. And this is the evil one.
The Odin one.
The Odin one.